So today I'll be going through how to do a Swarovski pearl bracelet. So what are the materials that's required? What I will be using is actually two 5mm crystal, one small crystal that is slightly smaller for the end of the bracelet, okay, and then four 3mm bracelet of varying colors, so you can mix and match whatever Swarovski colors that you like, okay. Pearls, some small pearls, they are about 4mm each. Some round eye pin, okay, some eye pins here, one head pin, okay, and then I have small jump rings here with a slightly bigger, 5mm jump ring and 3mm jump rings with this, which is the hook to hook the bracelet together. Okay, so let's start off with the middle portion. So what I'll do is that first I'll take the eye pin, okay, then I'll string up three pearls, okay, the eye pin, okay. Same thing, I will cut off, leaving about 1 cm left, okay, using the round nose plier, making the loop, okay, putting it together. See, I have a 3 pearl segment. Okay, next I will assemble the crystal. Okay, I will have the 5mm crystal, okay, leaving about 1 cm, roughly about 1 cm, okay, make the loop, okay, take another one, the loop, okay, and then take the small crystal as well. So what we'll do is that we will make the segments, okay, and then what we'll do is once the segments are completed, then we will begin to assemble them all together. So the key thing is to make sure that you set up all the segments up. So what I've done is that I have done the middle section, stringing up the two small portion, okay, and the pearls, what I have done, okay, is that I have string 3 as the middle section, okay, 4 pieces of individual pearl, okay, and 2 pieces of 2 pearls each. Okay, now what I have left now, if you look at the materials, is that I have left with a 4mm pearl, which is for the end of the string, and then I have all these small little jump rings. So these jump rings, what I will do is I'll join it up to make them into a chain, okay. At the same time, let me show you what I'll do with this last crystal. I'll use the head pin, okay, put it in, okay, same thing, create a loop at the bottom, okay. Making it a hook at the bottom, okay. So I have one crystal, okay, that's attached to a head pin right at the bottom here. Then what I'll do with all this small tiny jump ring is that I'll take one jump ring, I'll join them up, okay, I'll join the jump ring, okay. How you join the jump ring is to take one end of the flat nose plier, okay, take a jump ring, okay, loop it in. Oops. Okay, then you will loop all this in, because what you'll do is first you will twist open the ring. Okay, you have to twist open the ring, okay, so that you can put in the jump ring. So the jump ring is quite small, okay, because I've selected the smaller ones. Okay, you put it in, and then once it's in, twist it back. Okay, so now you see what I've done is that by putting it together, okay, it becomes a ring joined together. Okay, and then continue to do this jump ring, okay, until it becomes a string. Okay, after connecting the jump rings, I connected about 10 small jump rings into a string. Same thing, 2 sets of 10 jump rings into a string. Okay, and then the slightly bigger jump rings I've connected also about 10. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll take this jump ring, okay, this individual jump ring, okay, twist it to open, okay, connect the loop, and connect the tiny jump ring that I have, okay, to the end of this. Okay, then you close the loop. Then what you do is, after connecting, you will close the loop. Okay. After closing the loop, what you will have is something like this. Okay, it's connected here like this. Okay. Just make sure that every single jump ring that you close, okay, the gap is closed up as well, so that this will prevent the joints from dropping out. Okay, so now what we can do now is to start assemble the entire bracelet together. So what I'll start off with is that I'll start off with the 3-pole, okay, twisting it open, okay, to connect it to a crystal, okay, on one end, okay, and I turn to the other end to connect it to a crystal. Okay, after twisting it open, you twist it back. Okay, by twisting it back, you see now you have a string. Then I'll continue to add on to my crystal. I'll add on the single bead, okay, single pole here. The other end, twisting it open, putting in the single pole, closing it back. Okay, continue with crystal. Okay, closing it back, go to the other end, okay, so that it's a sequence. Okay, putting in the light purple crystal. Okay, see, by joining this, what we have here, it's a very long string now with a bracelet. So continue assembling, twisting open, putting in the double pole, closing it back, going to the other end, okay, twisting open, putting in the double pole, closing it back, okay, then twist the double pole, okay, putting in one more crystal, closing it back, going to the other end, twisting open the pole, closing it back. Now adding the last one, which is this pole, okay, putting it back, okay, turning to the other end, okay, twisting open, okay, closing it back. Okay, so now after assembling, what you have is a very long string. This will make up part of the bracelet. Okay, and then to continue, okay, what I'll do is on one end, okay, twisting it open, okay, joining up the jump ring that I've joined, okay, the small jump ring, okay, so that you have the jump ring on one end, okay, going to the other end, okay, by twisting it open, okay, I will connect it to the other jump ring string that I have joined with the hook, okay, with the loop, the hook that we have, okay, closing it back. Okay, what we have here ultimately is the assembled bracelet. Now, what I will also do is that one end you have the hook, okay, the other end, okay, I'll take the bigger jump ring, okay, what I'll do is I will also twist it open, okay, and connect it to the fine ring on the other end, okay, and the purpose of this is to make it adjustable, okay, because different people have different wrist size, okay. By making this bigger, okay, when you hook onto for bracelet, you can make it tighter or looser accordingly. And to make this a little bit nicer, what I'll do is I'll take the crystal which I put with the end stopper, okay, with the head pin, loop it on to the very last bit here, okay, so that it becomes part of decoration at the end, as you can see. Okay, so the bracelet is now completed. If I wish to look onto the first hole that I created, it will look like this. Okay, if you want to make it a bit looser, you can hook it to further down, the bigger loop. But what will nicely come up is that there will be a small little tassel dangling down when you wear your bracelet, so that you'll make it more unique. So this is how the bracelet will look like in the end. Okay, so this will be the simple Swarovski pearl bracelet.